So this is a section where I talk about things that I learned as a kid that formed me as who I am. It's kind of an important one. Flintstones. Remember the cartoon, of course? Not the movie. That was terrible. No, the cartoon. As a kid, I really couldn't watch it. You know why? Because it stressed me out. So, yeah, the big thing is it was too stressful, and I'm not joking, because it wasn't a cartoon. It was a cautionary tale. It really was. Episode starts. Wilma says something like, "Oh, Fred, don't forget to pick up the dry cleaning." Fred's like, Wilma, don't worry about it. I'm Fred Flintstone and Brian doesn't do impressions well. And so Barney convinces him, you know what, let's take a diversion. We'll stop by, bowl a couple frames, no problem. So Fred realizes it's too late. And Wilma's like, you got the dry cleaning, right? Oh, yeah, it's in the car, whatever. It's not in the car. So he goes to the dry cleaner. They're closed, of course, because it's Rock Saturday or whatever, And rather than come clean about it, he just lies and lies and lies. It's this bigger web of lie. It's progressively getting worse. Instead of owning up to it, he makes it impossible to keep the whole thing straight. So instead of just picking up the goddamn dry cleaning, he spends 10 times the effort running around town, trying to find where the guy lives, all that, and eventually he gets caught, and Wilma forgives him. But just this once. Just this once. It's like, Fred, you only get so many of those mulligans, man. And she's not always going to do that. Your husband, Wilma, is a compulsive liar, and you're an enabler, and she will figure it out. Meanwhile, what's going on with Betty next door? She's a hot piece of ass. She's not going to be happy with Barney forever, and he's a huge fuck up. So Barney doesn't care. He's still getting to nail Betty. And I'm confident, by the way, it's not Betty as in Betty. It's probably more like bedrock as in Beddy, as in let's bed Betty. Yeah, she's petite, but she's still got them double Ds. Explain that to me. And seriously, go ahead and explain it. And better yet, just send pictures. It's fine. She would be a perfect candidate for Busty Petite or Busty Gone Wild, or I don't know. So Pebble in her teen years, oh man, she stressed me out too, because what a gorgeous piece of ass. And she's with Bam Bam. I can't compete with that. He's a big dumb jock. He's actually not even that dumb. He's kind of charming and sweet. Yeah, we get it. You deserve teen Pebbles. Whatever. You caveman. And at the end of the show, as if the whole show isn't a big enough clusterfuck, the end of the show comes, they go to the drive-in, what do they order? The large order of ribs. They know it's going to knock the damn car over. This isn't a surprise. It happens every time. Yeah, and then Fred locks Dino out of the house. Dino climbs in the window, throws Fred out, locks him out. Does Fred climb in the window? He's smaller than that 500-pound dinosaur they have living in their house. And by the way, dinosaurs with cavemen, this isn't a creationist museum, guys. Come on. So Fred, climb through the window, you dumb jackass. So yeah, it just stressed me out. Who needs that? Certainly not a little kid. That's not a good lesson. So that's why I am as honest as I can be in my life all the time. And by as honest as I can be, I mean, I'm not terribly honest, but I'm honest enough. I'm honest enough that I never get myself into a Fred Flintstone kind of situation. None of us is super honest, Yeah, stuff happens. So, admit you went to the rock pub, the rock bowling alley, whatever. Get it done with, Fred. Don't stress me out.